Incredible facts about starfish that will blow your mind. Starfish, also known as sea stars, are some of the ocean's most fascinating and misunderstood creatures. With their star-shaped bodies, slow movements, and strange behaviors, they might seem like simple marine decorations, but don't be fooled. Beneath that calm exterior lies a world of science fiction-level biology and natural wonder. From regenerating limbs to digesting food outside their body, starfish are full of surprises that challenge everything we thought we knew about sea life. To begin with, starfish aren't fish at all. They lack all of the characteristics that distinguish fish, despite their name. They have no gills, no scales, and no fins. They don't swim like fish either. Instead, they are a member of the echinoderm family, which also includes sea urchins, sea cucumbers, and sand dollars. Echinoderms are known for their radial symmetry and their unique water vascular systems, which set them apart from other marine life. The lack of a brain in starfish is one of the most mind-boggling facts. That's right, no centralized brain like we're used to in most animals. Instead, they use a nerve ring around their central disc and radial nerves in each of their arms. They are able to respond to stimuli and sense their surroundings thanks to this decentralized nervous system. Without a brain, they are able to feel, taste, and even make basic decisions. It's one of nature's weirdest ways of wiring an animal, and it works. They don't have blood either. Instead of a circulatory system like ours, starfish rely on seawater. Through a system of canals and tiny structures powered by water pressure, they move nutrients and oxygen throughout their body. This hydraulic system also controls their movement. There are hundreds of tiny, flexible tube feet under each arm. These tube feet act like suction cups, helping the starfish move slowly across the ocean floor or hold tightly to rocks, even in the strongest waves. Let's talk arms. The majority of people envision a starfish with 5 arms, though this is not always the case. Some species have more than 5. In point of fact, there are species with 10, 20, or even 40 arms. The sunflower starfish, one of the largest species, can reach over 3 feet in diameter and has up to 24 arms. The number of arms isn't just for show. Each one helps with movement, feeding, and sensing the environment. And if one gets bitten off? No problem. Many starfish are capable of regaining lost limbs. As long as a portion of the central body is attached, some can even regrow an entire new starfish with just 1 arm. Researchers, particularly those who are interested in the healing and repair of human tissue, are fascinated by this level of regeneration. Speaking of feeding, starfish have one of the weirdest ways of eating in the entire animal kingdom. They don't just swallow their food. They actually digest food externally by pushing. They can move hundreds of feet in a coordinated, almost robotic manner by changing the pressure in various parts of their bodies. Starfish also have a unique sense of touch and taste. Their skin is covered in sensitive cells that detect chemical signals, allowing them to find food or mates. They don't have noses or tongues, but their bodies are highly attuned to changes in their environment. This ability helps them survive in a world where the difference between life and death can depend on sensing a nearby predator or locating a meal hidden under sand or rock. Even though starfish aren't as popular as dolphins or whales, marine biologists and ocean enthusiasts still find them fascinating. Research in robotics and regenerative medicine have been sparked by their peculiar biology. Their decentralization, how they operate without a brain, has even sparked philosophical discussions about consciousness, decision-making, and the nature of intelligence in animals. Of course, starfish aren't without their threats. Like many marine creatures, they are increasingly affected by pollution, climate change, and habitat destruction. Their life cycles may be disrupted by rising ocean temperatures. Ocean acidification can weaken the calcium-based structures they rely on. In some regions, massive die-offs have occurred due to mysterious wasting diseases, sudden afflictions that cause starfish to deteriorate rapidly, often disintegrating in just a few days. Scientists are still working to understand what causes these events, with theories ranging from viruses to environmental stressors. Despite all these challenges, starfish continue to thrive in many parts of the world. Their resilience is part of what makes them so remarkable. They've been around for hundreds of millions of years, long before dinosaurs, and they'll likely be around long after us. That deep evolutionary history gives them an almost mystical quality, a sense that they are not just animals, but living artifacts from a time before time. Additionally, their beauty should not be overlooked. Whether it's the bright red of the red-knobbed starfish or the deep blue of the royal starfish, these animals are visual treasures. Without them, tidal pools, rocky shorelines, and coral reefs would not be the same. They add color, texture, and life to the underwater world. Even when they're not moving, they're not still, they're part of the living, breathing fabric of the sea. There, they release digestive enzymes, break down the soft tissues, and absorb the nutrients. After the feast, they pull their stomachs back in. It's efficient, if not slightly horrifying. Starfish aren't fast, but they're far from lazy. They are constantly moving about, looking for food in their surroundings. Their eyes, yes, they have them, are located at the tips of their arms. In contrast to our eyes, these eyes are unable to produce detailed images. But they can tell the difference between light and dark, which helps the starfish find their way and avoid danger. They are able to locate prey that is concealed beneath sand or rocks thanks to their chemical sensing capabilities and their light-sensitive eye spots. There are over 2,000 known species of starfish scattered throughout the world's oceans. From the frigid waters of the Arctic to the warm, vibrant reefs of the tropics, they can be found in every ocean. They live at all depths too. Some starfish live in shallow tidal pools, while others are found thousands of feet below the surface on the dark ocean floor. Despite their global distribution, they're incredibly diverse in appearance. Some are bright red or orange, while others are pale blue, purple, or even covered in spines. Their beauty and variety make them one of the most visually captivating animals in the sea. Their bodies are built for survival. The outer layer of a starfish is a tough skin covered with hard plates made of calcium carbonate. These plates protect them from predators like fish, sea otters, and birds. Some species have venomous spines or produce chemicals that deter predators. Still, they're not invincible. When threatened, some species can shed arms to escape and regenerate them later. Reproduction in starfish can happen in more than one way. Most species reproduce sexually, with separate male and female individuals. External fertilization takes place as a result of the release of eggs and sperm into the water. But some species can reproduce asexually through a process called fragmentation. It is possible for the starfish to develop into a completely new species if a portion of it breaks off and contains a portion of the central disc. This method of reproduction helps starfish populations bounce back quickly